to the top, no I can't stop. Or unless they pop my top just like a soda. How I play the game, think I'm a robot, I control her. I'ma pull up right beside you like a stroller. I got my blueprint, let's do this, get the bulldozer, get the wrecking ball. I'm about to wreck them all, she wanna connect like a bisecting all. I'm on the road just like papers, ain't talking raw. Can't ignore my haters, keep them close, I love them all. Say I'm their favorite and they love me till they overdose. So they fucking fall, or they drown from all this splash, splash, overload. Baby, I'm an animal at the top of the totem pole. Slurpee like some animals, I feel good going down your door. I saw Papa's in it too, it's time for me to go. What I'm supposed to post to? What is gonna make us closer? Mama told me don't be bogus, I don't wanna know her. I see they like I switch my vibe and my entire floor. Love, hate, don't even know us. I appear like hocus pocus. Say he riding in the foreign, he lying there born. Yesterday he was in the focus.
The poetry used in Lauridsen's Contre qui rose was taken from a collection of poems about roses, entitled Les Roses, by the late 19th, early 20th century German poet Rainier Rilke. Rilke wrote around 400 poems in the French language, several of which are about roses. According to Lauridsen, Rilke's poems on roses struck me as especially charming, filled with gorgeous lyricism, deftly crafted and elegant in their imagery. These exquisite poems are primarily light, joyous, and playful, and the musical settings are designed to enhance these characteristics and capture their delicate beauty and spontaneity. Here's the poem in French. Contre qui, rose, avez-vous adopté ces épines? Votre joie trop fine vous a-t-elle forcé de devenir cette chose armée? Mais de qui vous protège cette arme exagérée? Combien d'ennemis vous ai-je enlevé, qui ne la craignez point? Au contraire, d'été en automne, vous blessez les soins qu'on vous donne.
Against whom rose? Have you assumed these thorns? Is it your too fragile joy that forced you to become this armed thing? But from who does it protect you, this exaggerated defense? How many enemies have I lifted from you who did not fear it at all? On the contrary, from summer to autumn, you wound the affection that is given you. Hello, welcome to Fine Arts Week. To start off with, I wanted to explain a little bit about how long Laura Burns and I have been working on, collaborating music and poetry. We worked with creative writing and music, obviously, we got a lot of that down. But poetry is not something that you can really say right or wrong to. It's always been something that you feel. It's like an expressive way of just writing down your thoughts and getting that stuff out there. I started my poetry club in November 2018 with Mrs. Herkis, and that kind of set that base down right for me. And when Laura emailed me offering me this opportunity, I had to take up on it, even though I've never been scareder in my life. But with poetry, when you find something you relate to or something that helps you think, you snap. So instead of clapping, you snap. Just to let you guys know that. Okay, all right. What is stopping us from greatness? Is it that we are bandaged to this wall by our stipulations? Our stipulations? Or is it the consequence that follows our conscience? These sets of rules we follow, separating us from this necessary connection? There is no title to confirm our incapabilities to connect. We walk around with our heads held high, our noses pointed up. We see the disappointment on our elders' faces as they see what we have not become, but yet we're already trying to quit on the experiences that are supposed to get us there. We have so much time, yet we don't stop and ask for advice. Our anxiety just masters our actions, forcing us to shy away from confrontation. Sometimes I walk around and I try to find faces, eyes to catch, hoping for someone to make eye contact with me and let me know that I am not alone. We worry too much about what we want to be instead of what is really going to get us there. Our hearts and our brains no longer connect. There's no deeper meaning in the world that our grandparents once saw. We don't see the calluses on our hands that they were taught from the patients. We don't see the charisma in people that once was. We are so comfortable being uptight in our own world that we never take a moment to get out there and really feel what is going on. We create our own ignorance. As we bypass the helpless, I watch as you look at this girl like she's different, and yes, she's different, but have you talked to her? Have you listened to her stories full of enrichment? She is beautiful. Her soul is the same as yours. The only difference is she knows what it feels like to be wrapped up in emotions she has no control over. Smiling to herself because our surroundings create our feelings. But we never take a chance to feel the world's blessings. We could learn something from people like her. But instead, our fears take control and our actions, living under a thunderstorm with no sight of a rainbow at the end. I started feeling like I was being constantly watched. I was scared that my shadows would shine too bright one day, and that this feeling of I'm not good enough would shine. People would see it. What would happen? But we are here today to learn that there is a point to each of our existence. There is a point to your existence. Your poetry is meant to be heard. Your eyes are meant to be seen. We each love like no other. And one day someone will come to you and they will take a chance and feel your world, dive into your thoughts, learn your path and walk in your shoes with you, covering you with their appreciation, and you will realize that you mean something to someone. We all deserve happiness, but some of us have to work a little bit harder to get there. And don't let anyone tell you that you do not deserve to be here, that you are not good enough, because I believe in each and every one of you. And all that you need to hear sometimes to get through your day is that you are good enough.
So, I want want to just take a moment to thank all the musicians and poets who participated today. So if everyone could come on stage, we're going to do a nice group bow. So we have a few minutes here where we need to do some teardown. If you just want to sit quietly in your seats till the bell rings, that sounds great. Have a wonderful rest of your day.